Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to 6 News. Today we've just got a short video because we've got a new photo of the new map from Rainbow Six Siege. This is Nighthaven's base, or what it actually is part of Nighthaven's base. So let's take a look at this uncropped version. And the first thing I'll point out is in the background. That is Nighthaven's base. It's actually a pretty good representation of the one from the cartoon. Appears to have exactly the same layout, although the walkway coming out to this island doesn't exist in the cartoon, but that could be an extension or an addition that they've made. And then we see that the entire map is actually on a pedestal and is sitting there as an independent structure with one walkway leading back to the main base. And yeah, it looks pretty interesting. I can definitely see where the attackers are going to spawn. I think we'll have a spawn point by the Osprey vertical takeoff aircraft. I think we'll have a spawn point on the left-hand side behind the cover as well. And we might have a roof spawn. There was leaks a while back saying that there might be a helicopter spawn actually coming into a future map. Maybe it's this, but that was a leak from a long time ago, so it could also be that's totally rubbish. Always take your leaks with grains of salt. And then from the previous tweet yesterday when this was first announced, they talked about going to the lab, and OSA is the one that actually does the tech for Nighthaven, and most likely my guess would be that this is actually OSA's lab. We could have a whole bunch of Easter eggs and all kinds of stuff in this if that's the case. And this is supposed to be a lore heavy map in some way, whether that's like audio recordings playing or pictures or graphics on walls, things like that, that might give us an idea of kind of what's going on. But let's go back into actual gameplay here. We do have what appears to be an underground level. Now the problem with this, however, is I don't see any staircases that lead down that attackers could use to get there and then potentially approach the building from underneath. And obviously could mean that there's maybe a basement level. However, there could well be staircases within some of these external buildings that are present, and that could be how you get up and down between those levels. But I think most likely my guess is that this is just a nice little addition underneath for kind of detail and it isn't there actually to be used, but we'll see if that's the case. And in the building in the center where the action is actually going to take place, and of course the defenders will be defending, it looks actually L-shaped. So the last L-shaped map we had was Outback, and I hate Outback. But other people have said this reminds them a lot of Coastline, although I don't see that because the building doesn't have a courtyard in it and there doesn't appear to be even a similar shape to the building in Coastline. The only thing I see is that it's on a tropical island, so it's kind of similar aesthetic wise, and that's about it for comparison for me to Coastline. And then other people have compared it to Canal, actually one of my favorite maps. I know a lot of people absolutely hate that map, but again, I don't see that. That's two different buildings. This maybe again aesthetically, because it's kind of modern looking and very much Canal is quite sharp and modern in its design, and maybe that's got some of that here, although colors actually seem very different from the Canal map. And then for me, looking at this a bit more closely now with this better image, I kind of get a little bit of stadium in it as well, because it's kind of got that concrete look, some of the same kind of angular building structures, but I think overall it looks completely different from any map we currently have, and I'm interested to get inside this map and see what we have to play with. Also, I would say that we do have a roof access. I wasn't sure if we did before, but looking at this looks to be an open window with an open ceiling panel, so I think we can just jump right in there. And again, I think I'll reiterate that the map looks small. When I'm talking about the building we'll be fighting in, it doesn't look big. And I love that because all the recent new maps have been kind of supersized compared to the original maps, like House and the original Hereford base were tiny in comparison to current day maps. And I like the look of the scale of this map. It doesn't look too bad. So I'm actually really looking forward to trying this out. There's also an extensive amount of cover outside the building too for kind of stopping any immediate spawn kills, but a lot of places that I think defenders could be watching as someone comes around the corner of a few of these boxes here and there. But yeah, overall, very happy with the look of the map so far. Of course, this is just our first impression. We haven't played it. We have no idea what it's like inside, but I'm liking the look of it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.